Oh, hi. Here we are.
We're coming in hot today.
We are. There's so much going on in the recap from the weekend. I was just looking at some of our pictures to see what we were going to share.
Well, how about
And
let's welcome everybody first?
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Welcome,
Everyone.
welcome to 239 Live. We had a lot going on this weekend. A
Yeah.
lot will be going on this week. And we're going to have a good time bringing you up to date. How was your week? Let us know. Anybody's out there listening? Watch live video. Finally, I'm set up. There we go. So, how was your weekend? I know how your weekend was on Saturday.
Oh, well, was that not a great concert? I
Yeah.
mean, it really was. It was a little warm in the beginning, but
Well, ask Dee about that.
oh, yeah, she was there early and set up. Thank you, Dee. She's amazing. Thank
Oh,
you. She set up for everything. And so when we got there, everything was ready to rock
everything
and
was ready
roll.
to rock and roll, but it was when I guess they got there at 12, whatever. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that was brutal.
But once that sun kind of calmed down a little bit
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything, well, as usual in Florida, but the entertainment, I mean, I haven't heard all of these artists, none of them live. But like we were talking about, some of their songs
Mm-hmm.
because
But
you've
when you
heard
hear
them,
them,
but you don't always know. Now, who is that again? So getting to, oh, yeah, I know that song. And oh, yeah, I know that song. So, yeah, I had a good time.
no, it was really really special. Hey, do we have a couple of pictures that we can just throw up, D, to show people what they missed if they weren't? Except there were a lot of people. You were at the concert. Shantae is going to be coming up shortly, and I looked, and these are the two of the hardest working men folk I know.
Yes.
Jimbo Man, who's a rock star,
Who's here with you on Friday?
who's here with me, yeah, on Fridays. He's just the sweetest man this side of the Mississippi, next to my husband, of course. And then we have Kevin, was a change artist. He brought 4 or 5 changes of clothes. Did you know?
I thought he was Coachella, but
Yeah, you're at
as many
Coachella
outfits.
changing clothes,
Every time
Kevin.
I saw him, he had a different outfit on. I didn't know who he was. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, yeah. He's not even paying attention to us. It's not fun to aggravate somebody if they're not listening. But he had on oh, there's Miss Lauren Maxwell was
Yeah,
with us.
he was talking with
The
us.
beautiful. But I love Kevin when he came back in his shirt. He had on sort of a regular T-shirt. Then he had on. I said, "What is this?" He goes, "It's a wife beater." I'm like, "What? What? No." I was asking, "Why did you change clothes?" Because it had like a little
It had like a design on
the
it.
design on.
Yeah,
I've never seen one. It was fancy.
it was a fancy one.
It was fancy, Kevin. You look mighty
Well,
fine.
and
So
then when
anyway,
he changes, I don't know how to find him because his
I
brother
all of a
was there
sudden,
also.
yeah, and you keep running to his brother, who's a
It
twin.
was a twin. So, but his brother was wearing a hat, so that helped
That
me. I
helped
was
us
like,
out.
okay, which one?
Okay, all right. So we enjoyed seeing Lauren. Who else do we have? Where's my D girl? She never gets any pictures taken of her except when I can sneak one in.
We sneak him in. I get her in the video sometimes.
There she is. Poor
There she
thing.
is.
We got to buy her some new breeches. Those have got holes all in them. That's what Wayne said about one of my hats I was wearing. You know how they look all tattered? And
Right,
he
right.
goes, "Honey, we got to get you a new
Got
hat."
volume on.
I don't have
Somebody's got
volume.
somebody's got volume.
Oh, that may be me.
I hear volume somewhere.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Uh, so I said, no, the hat's supposed to be this way.
You got a holy hat.
Yeah, she's a really cute thing, although you can't see her.
You got a holy hat. You got your balls on the table.
Got
I
my
mean, there's all
balls on the
kinds of.
table. I'm just in like Flint. And we're going to have the lady who's responsible for these balls coming up shortly. So, with that,
Do we want to do our date?
let's
Where
do
do
our
we want to
days.
start?
Yeah, yeah. I brought back the days a little bit, but Kevin didn't take the hint. Today is
Right.
National Bulldog Day. National Bulldogs are a beautiful day. That man.
I really thought he was going to bring him in.
Well,
His
I
yoga.
didn't think I had to be obvious and say, bring your dog in.
It's his yoga partner.
I know.
If anybody has seen his page, the dog does yoga. Every time he does yoga, the dog is like there doing exactly the same thing.
He's
It's
doing,
the
yes, he's
cutest.
really cute.
It's so
But
cute.
I can see now that some men aren't good at picking up hints.
They are
I
men.
said to Dee, I said, "Did you get what I meant?" She goes, "Oh, yeah. Did you bring the dog?" No.
They
Okay.
are men.
Now we'll be more
You have to be
explicit,
more
Kevin.
direct.
Yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
more direct. All right. What's our next day?
National.
National Yellow Bat Day. I had no clue what this was, but I got a little bit of history looking up this.
Okay. Okay.
You want to read
Yeah,
that?
sure. Responsible for analyzing, intercepting communications, this intelligent unit supports U.S. Army operations during the veteran Vietnam
Vietnam, yeah.
conflict. Wow.
So it's the
Okay.
whole, I know about the wild weasels. I know about the tunnel rats.
They're called it's Yellow Bat Day.
Yellow Bat Day.
So join us in showing respect and appreciation for the little known corner of the military history, the people who listened carefully, analyzing quietly, and helping commanders make decisions using signals and communications intelligence. National Yellow Bat Day focuses on distinctive insignia, a distinctive unit culture, and the veterans who carried out demanding work that was rarely discussed outside of secure spaces.
yeah,
So it's very secretive.
very secretive. Yellow Bat Day. I thought maybe there was a albino bat. Who knew? I
Well,
didn't know.
first when it came up, and then as I was reading, I said, "Oh, this is a
Hey,
something that."
Dave.
Hey, Dave, how you doing? You're here all the time. I love that. Thank you. Um, I thought it was about bats too, and then I was like, "Oh no, this is a
There's something very
very
distinctive. Yeah.
analytical part of our a part
Lucy's
of
coming
our."
home today. She's the one responsible for the balls.
Oh, we get to hear about
All her
how the balls
balls.
came about.
Yeah, how they all came
I
about.
heard
But
that I heard a little interesting story on that.
okay, good, good. So anyway, that's
The
what
mighty
Yellow Bat
dog,
did. Hey, mighty dog.
the mighty
In the house.
mighty dog in the house. Yes. Thank you.
So isn't that interesting for all my Vietnam buds out there?
Yeah, look at
And
that.
adding a little bit to the my learning curve here on what Yellow Bat
It
Day
goes
is.
with your history
Yeah,
stuff.
I love it. I
Sure.
love these new things. I was just like totally. I'm like, what?
Okay, what
And it
else do
said
we have?
what? All right, this is National Curlew Day. Now,
Curlew. Is that a donut?
it's a bird.
Oh,
Donuts. We have curlew. They aren't called curlew. They're called crullers.
coolers. Okay.
We you can't be eating that. You got to go to a contest or make an
Listen, we have
appearance.
fun here, everyone.
Yeah. Anyway,
Curlew.
National Curlew Day, and it's one of the rarest birds on the day dedicated to World Curlew Day. Now we have the ibis, which is kind of a curlew. Um, but there are two species possibly extinct and expected that three more will disappear in the next few decades if nothing's done to preserve them.
That's sad.
Well, that's why we're bringing awareness to it. How about
Yeah,
taking
that
a look and see what's what and who's what? And this is so National Curlew Day. So graceful shorebirds facing threats symbolizes the delicate balance of ecosystems and urging awareness for
well,
their preservation and
there's
consciousness.
a lot of controversy right now because of all the development that Florida, because 1,000 people a day have been moving here since post COVID. And, where are you going to put the people? I get it. It's a big question, but there is a habitat thing I think we have to start considering in our state.
Well, they've been considering it since the day. Remember in the plumes when they were killing
Uh-huh.
all the birds? Oh my God, what a horrible story. We're not going to say that. But anyway, let's pay attention to our
Our curlews.
critters, and we definitely want to save them. All right, what's next?
Thank you for Libraries Day. Oh, I love this because I used to go to the library a lot when I was a kid.
I
It,
love libraries. I love books.
I mean, I'm so grateful for the libraries we have. So
But I listen to podcasts. I listen to my books now. I don't always read because it's hard to work in your garden and read at the same time.
true, true. Thank you for Libraries Day. Honors the places where ideas grow. It recognizes how libraries offer us free books, digital content, and expert help. Many people rely on library staff to find the exact information they need to dive into new topics. Communities garner them, making libraries feel like
Home.
home. I
I'm
was
just
just
going to
going to
say,
say,
I didn't know what it was. It was like, we'll just make it up and say that is home.
one of
So,
the best repurposes of a library I have seen was when I was in Orlando. They have this massive library there, but of course, there a lot of things have gone digital. They took a half of a floor because it's a two-story library. They took half the floor, made it almost like an event space where there's chairs, you can rent it out, and there's a podium and give speeches. And then the other side of the room, they made 4 podcast uh, studios with the soundproof everything. And I was like, this is amazing that they took this space and they made it more of a multi-purpose and brought it up to, how people
use it for today.
use for today. And you can book it if you live in the Orlando area for free.
Hmm. Well, there you go.
So I thought for
Get for free. That's nice. Well, it's the same thing. Well, not same thing, but up at Baker Park, they have that beautiful picnic area. All
yes,
that. You don't have to book that. You just have to be first come, first serve.
yes, we have a lot of things in our community,
That's
but
nice.
moving forward, people are wondering what are we doing with our library spaces? That's one of the things that they're starting to look into is bringing it into 2026.
Well, our libraries are fairly. They did a beautiful library at Central when they redid it, but
Yeah,
they didn't redo the interior, and they made it look beautiful on the outside, but kept the same. But I think they must be doing
the
better.
Central Library is one I used to go to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. As Wayne used to go read a book a day out of that. Not
that
a book a day, a book a week.
that and the baby one in Pelican Bay, which my understanding was saved.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
it saved? Yeah,
It
good.
looks like it was saved, and I just think that that's a good community resource for people who are the walkers in our neighborhood
Yes.
between Naples Park and Pelican Bay.
Yeah.
They can walk to the library,
Get a book, rent a book,
kids and stuff.
get
Yeah.
it, walk around, do that. I think, is that the last one or is there
Do you have one more? Oh,
National Park Week? Almost, this is the whole week. It's from the 18th through the 26th. Beautiful parks. Oh, and we had that out at the Picayune Strand. So I'm glad
yeah.
that has all been
The fire's all been taken care of.
taken care of. And kudos to all of the people who saved those horses and animals that were out there. Man,
So
it
much.
as soon as that hit, boom, they said it was just like a caravan of people with their
Yep.
trailers. And Tink Beckel was one of the
Yep.
put out the APB quickly, and Amber.
Amber Phillips
Yeah, I was going to say Amber Sage. No, Sage is her company, but Amber
company.
Phillips was
Amber
great
Phillips.
about going into high gear, getting food and water and
All the horse.
granola bars, all those stuff that they needed.
Yep. And all the horse families got together and just drove their trailers out there and picked up a horse and went about
That was
getting
great.
them safe. So
That
yeah.
that is
National
great.
Park
Okay.
Week. I
So,
love our parks. I wish that's on my bucket list to start visiting them more.
I'll tell you
When I
what,
was a kid, I
staycations
did.
are the best thing around this. You've got a million things to see.
Yep, we sure did.
Okay, so say hello to beautiful places, native wildlife, natural landscapes, and unique terrain because it's time to celebrate and enjoy National Park Week. History of National Park Week. The first Park Week was celebrated in 1991 when it was declared by U.S. President Herbert Walker Bush to honor the 75th anniversary of our national parks. And so God bless them for saving all that.
I used to have the book that you get the stamps in. You would go to them, get a stamp.
Forgot about
Now they
that.
have I think it's more digital now, but back then I think I only had like 6 stamps, but when I was a kid I was like, I want to get the book. I want
I
to get
want
the
to get the book and
stamps.
get all of them. Well, why don't we give a shout out to our sponsors and we'll bring up
Yeah,
our first guest. Let's give a shout out to make sure because we are so grateful that they are
we
here
love our
to support.
sponsors. They are such great
Woof,
people.
woof.
Oh,
Mighty dog
mighty dog
woofing.
thing.
We had this guy on Friday. What
Friday,
a
right?
hoot he is. Yeah, he was
Great.
great.
I saw that interview. It was awesome.
He's a pistol. I like to get him back and just chit chat.
Then we have Supreme Auto Collision. They're having a big event on May 1st.
What is that? Forget when it is. We got D, we see if we can get him to come in and talk about it.
Yeah, they're having a huge event that's for the shelter.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
It's bing, bing, bing. The shelter had two events on Saturday with
Yep.
Lulu, Luann Malone Fisher's event. Calling Lulu everybody. My dog's named Lulu too, so I'm all confused.
Got Lulu going on. So we also have DeVoe
Vote
Cadillac.
Cadillac, and say hi to Jackson when you go in there. This is darling golden retriever,
And then we have Three Palms Legal Wills, Trust, and Estates. Very
which
important.
yes took care of Kevin last week, a couple of weeks ago to get his. When somebody starts talking about it, they really put you into high gear to get those things.
It triggers the start
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
the
yeah.
ball rolling.
Yeah, right.
For
So
sure. For sure.
that's for sure. Well, I tell
And
you what.
Torch Yoga.
Oh, Hot Torch. Oh, Miss Tony, you had a birthday. I didn't even know. I saw her beautiful self with her darling daughter. Oh my God. It's like DNA. She could never
Yep.
claim that child. That's her. That smile. Beautiful.
100%.
Oh,
100%.
always styling.
My daughter can't wait to come try them when she comes to town, Torch Yoga,
Oh,
because
good.
she teaches hot yoga.
Oh,
She's like, "You have hot yoga in Naples?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, they're a sponsor."
yeah.
And then we also have Amherst
Real
Roofing.
thing. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you for your sponsorship.
And
And
it's
then, of course, myself, the podcast Icons of Naples. Make sure you check it out on YouTube. We are looking to get some eyes on that. We have some great stories about Naples. I also do coaching and consulting along with my real estate of 35 years. And we have some great announcements coming up in
Okay.
about 30 days.
Oh,
I've
good.
got some surprises.
Oh, yay. Okay. Well, I tell you what, let's get our first guest up here. Miss Lulu, you heard us chatting about her and this wonderful, well, I put my little notes. She's got a fabulous event coming up this weekend. And you notice the balls that are here.
Just started.
Oh, where? Oh,
Just started.
oh, did you get that on an app?
I got that from my Jeep group.
Oh, a Jeep
10,
group. Oh, I've got an app for fires. There's another one that starts
15.
somewhere. Get it out. Get it out.
Just the alert just went off.
Yeah, you
It's
put it in, right?
well,
Yeah.
we're in the red zone right now. There, the whole state of Florida, pretty much down to the Everglades, is in what's called the red zone because of our winds right now. So please, 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 please be very, very careful when you're out. Don't leave your cars running in dry grass and things like that
Yeah.
because our fire season is not over yet. So please be very, very careful if you, especially if you're out in the woods or if you live on acreage.
Oh,
Just, don't start any fires, please.
you guys know each other?
Yeah.
Chantel, you know Lulu? Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's a family reunion.
It's a family affair. Okay. We have with us this morning Miss Lulu Carter. And we also have Shantae Pemberton, and they're good buds over there chatting. And you start to make all these connections, and we don't really know what it is. But I do want to say, Miss Lulu, thank you for being here. I know you canceled a couple appointments to join us.
Did.
Well, we're grateful for that
Oh,
because
it
I
was
can't
so
wait to
much.
hear so much. I mean, we are not sure where we know each other from,
Yeah,
but I know
yes,
it'll come to us.
sure.
Yeah.
Let's put up that new flyer, that one that I just 425, that new one you have up on this. There you go. Well, tell us about this because this really tells who Lulu is and what she does.
So I've been a speech therapist for 35 years and an artist. I have background in psychology and I have a background in education.
Oh,
Um, I'm going to say something that not many people know, but everything I do for this community is 100% philanthropic.
Mm.
I never benefit financial, about anything. I only give. I'm a giver. My husband says, "You're a giver, damn it," because you want to give.
Yeah.
And it's true. People that know me, and they've known me now for 17 years in this community,
Wow.
know that my heart is here. I love this community so much. And being a speech therapist, I noticed along these years that there were not many programs for the autistic population, the neurodivergent population.
Right.
And so we started our nonprofit with the focus of social inclusion. And we end up in that nonprofit creating so many meaningful connectivities with everyone, from women going through divorces, um, people losing their homes, fire in the community. We have stories of members that had gone through fire and lost their homes, people finding out they had cancer. And I think when you're in a moment of transition in your life, I think that the world looks scary,
Oh, sure.
because
Yeah.
we are so vulnerable at that time. And going to our nonprofit, people felt safe. That's the first word that I hear is like, we feel safe here. And safe to experience authenticity, to be genuine, to be themselves without the masks, without the achievements, without the gold medals. They're just people,
right.
humans. And with my background of positive psychology, I understand that I see humans from their strength versus their disability.
Mm.
And so with Project Happiness, we put all the efforts of respecting everyone's limit, but also allowing people to expand and be their best selves.
Mm-hmm.
And so our programs are designed for empowerment, but not because of the ego mind. It's the empowerment of, yes, I matter. I'm not just one more in this society. I'm not part of a clique.
Right.
I'm part of a bigger picture.
Well, and that's so important because sometimes when people have gone through something,
Yeah.
and I lost my house in a flood, so
Oh, not
when
just her
people
house, all her
Yes.
designer
Yes.
clothes and everything.
I mean, you
She's
walk out of your house and you're just numb because everything's by the curb.
Yeah.
Your entire life is by the
Yeah.
curb. It's the wildest thing. It's indescribable, and you're just in a place of like a fog.
Yeah.
You don't realize it till later when you go to look for things. You're like, oh yeah,
Exactly.
like recently, even 2.5 years later, I need a cowboy hat. Where's my? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
haven't eaten one in 2 years, so I
Of
didn't know it was
course.
missing. Um, so it's important for people to feel like they matter or feel like they belong, and then if they're at all in the neurodivergent
Yes.
category, which doesn't fall into the pigeonhole of life
Exactly.
sometimes, or the pigeonhole at school, it's good to have a place where they can express
Yes.
that.
Absolutely. You know, a place where you are welcome and a place that doesn't have to pay fees as well.
Yeah.
For I am really proud of saying that for 17 years, we never had a fee for the special needs community.
Amazing.
You
That's
know,
incredible.
and we've done everything organically. It was not like big events or big this or big that. Everything very, just like here, just like being here.
Yeah.
This is part of our mission, is this connectivity, you know, because now I'm excited to get to know you.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
know
it was like all these bing, 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 bing,
exactly,
these little connections.
exactly. So, Big Gaia is because we are the connectors, because we are the bees, we are the bees connecting everyone.
Oh yeah.
And then Gaia comes from a Greek word of Mother Earth, because we are in one very small planet. In 2001, I had the opportunity to circumnavigate the globe.
Wow.
Oh, incredible.
I left from Alabama and I went to Seattle, and then I drove to Naples. So literally,
Circumventing the United States.
literally, very few people, right, can
Right.
say that. And what I noticed in 2001 when we did this through my business is one of the main sponsors for House of Gaia, Destination Partners. We work with universities, programs, and we've been doing this for 40 years. I noticed that the world that I thought it exists, big, giant world, was very small.
Yeah.
Because how come you can circumnavigate the world in 100 days?
Isn't that wild? How it's big, but it's small.
It's so small.
And how same some places are. You
Right.
think
Yes,
every state is different and unique, but some things you can find similar in
yes,
similar places.
yes.
Yeah.
I've been working in the world to my business and seeing a lot of kindness
Mm.
and a lot of beauty, and how the world is so beautiful. And then when people say, "Oh, because the world is going this and this and that," and I look at and I said, "Yes, and there's more than
Exactly.
that. There is the believe in yourself, and there is the think possible and positive."
Think positive, stay
And I like it the
positive.
think possible too, you know,
Sure.
because a lot of our ideas goes to no, I can't versus yes, I can, right? And so the whole kindness that I see in the world now, we are putting a documentary together, which is powered by kindness,
Mm.
and it's global. Tomorrow, I'm going to WGCU to talk about the documentary. Kaiser University wants to know and learn more.
Oh, nice.
FGCU wants to do more because they're putting a conference about kindness next month. Uh huh.
It's a
Who's
movement.
doing?
It's a movement.
Who's
Right.
doing?
Kaiser University, you said, is
Is
interested.
interested,
Is
and then who is organizing is FGCU.
FGCU.
Yes, and so where there is darkness, there's light, and
Always.
we together make lighter, right? And so I think in this movement of kindness, we are going to show, especially the youth, that it's very important. Kindness for mental health,
Yes. Oh, very much.
right? Exactly. So our nonprofit is now 5 pillars with the kindness bus, you know, transforming in sensory bus.
Say that again. The kindness bus.
There was one of our first when we came on the
Same
bus.
bus.
It's the same.
It's the same. We had
Yeah,
him on. We had him
yeah.
on remotely.
I
Yeah.
just sent him a
Yeah.
note. Say, hey, get to your phone.
It's
Take.
calling me today. Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, you
It's
already
calling
talked.
me
Okay,
today.
good, good,
Yeah.
good.
That's incredible.
So there is a
Talk
kindness.
about a full circle moment just here on the
Exactly.
show.
So there's so many pillars now, and after 17 years serve the community, I don't have to tell the stories. I have people that can tell the stories.
For
You
you to
know,
be ambassadors.
yes, they can be
Very
our
nice.
historians. Yeah,
Very
and
nice.
I'm originally from Brazil.
Brazil.
I have always to say that
Yeah.
because what I bring it to America, Southwest Florida, it's lots and lots of love
Yes.
and color
I was gonna say color. You
and
definitely have color,
color
energy.
and the positive energy.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Even your car has a lot of color.
Even our car has a lot of color.
So I was like, there she is. She's here.
She's here. That's what I was like.
With our
everybody
happiness.
was, toot,
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's interesting. Just as a side note, you said about the color.
Yes.
Is I've been seeing a lot of posts lately that say, where did they'll show a picture of a parking lot and say the 70s. And they'll say, where did all the color go?
Yeah.
And then they'll show a picture of a parking lot today is all grays and white.
In white.
The same thing with houses.
Yes.
They'll show a house, a living room, say from the 60s, 70s, and even the 80s.
Yes.
lots
And
of
there'll be
color.
lots of
Any
color.
interior, lots of color.
Lots of color.
And now everything
now
is white.
is beige and white.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, just this morning, driving down the road, I was driving and I was looking at the houses back and forth and even the architecture
Yeah.
of, and I said, there's something afoot. There's something underlying reason why we've gone beige versus brightness.
It's the fear of mistakes. You know, when
Yes,
you
yeah,
imagine
when
white and black,
Yeah.
it's red. It's you don't make a
It's
mistake.
so
You know.
beige.
Yeah, beige.
Beige.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at even the architecture.
Yeah, bhakti.
Is very boxy. But
Mm-hmm.
then on the other side of the road, you have all the architecture of the condos
I love it.
that were built
Oh
in
my
the
God.
70s, 80s, 90s, a
Yes.
little bit the early 2000s. And then it just kind of, and post-COVID, it's
Yeah.
definitely very gray.
Definitely. And
Gray and white, gray and
I
white.
hope we can save this architecture, not demolish to big more
Mhm.
boxes, you know,
Right.
because it will change the landscape of Naples.
Well, where I live, I kind of get in an argument because no two houses are supposed to be the same next to each other in our
Yeah.
development. They're supposed to be different. And I noticed they keep approving the same house. And I'm like,
Just like stop.
stop.
We are not the same.
Go
right?
for some color in your life. Look, Lois and I, yourself,
Yes.
it cheers you up.
Of
But
course.
you know what? I've been thinking about with my house repainting it on the inside and doing something, and then some, and I'm going to go color, and I want to do different walls because we have a big enough
Yes.
space to do that. And so, what if you mess up? You just have to paint it again.
You just
That's what I keep
This
telling myself.
this is why art is so important because art gives you the permission to be human.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that is something that we study in positive psychology and science of happiness. Give yourself permission to be human. Give yourself permission to feel, to cry, to be emotional. Otherwise, we're going to be robotic.
Yeah.
And I think our mission, your mission too, is to bring us to this beautiful life where you weave information. You are the ones that tells what's going on, right? So your work is very important to the society.
I think
Very.
so.
Enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy it.
We love it.
Plus, people listen to podcasts more than they're listening to news.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And you need something fun and you need something informative. And that's really what we're trying
Absolutely.
to just talk about the wonderful things in this community. It's amazing.
It is. I travel. If you get to know me, you're going to say, where are you next? Okay. I'm going to be next in South Africa. I will be next in Portugal for the World Happiness Summit. I will be one of the speakers.
Oh, wait a minute.
When
When's
is
that?
It's May, May
You owe me a
16,
Pepsi.
May 16, May 17 is in Cascais.
Okay.
And Portugal, and a whole community, a worldwide community is coming for this event, and it's all focused in kindness as well. Then I will be going to Australia, New Zealand, and then I will be going to Greece. And why I do that? Because of the universities that requires me to be all over the world. But the point is, Every time I come back to Naples, I have gratitude.
Mm,
Our
yes.
Naples is not
Yes.
any other community.
Yes.
I love how you said that, our Naples, because that's how
Our
you feel. You
Naples,
feel that
our
people are
Naples
going to
is
start.
not any other community.
Yes.
When you look at things clean and organized and beautiful, it's because we have the pride to be in this place.
Yes.
And not only superficial, but in depth. I never been to any other place that had more nonprofits doing everything possible to make
I counted them once. It's 200. It's a little over 220.
exactly
Mhm.
It
active,
ranges between
active,
active.
active
200 and
nonprofit.
change is always in that
Exactly.
200 range.
And I will be working closely with the nonprofits because we must work together.
Yep.
We must bring union because working together makes us stronger.
Much
Yes, it
stronger.
does. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Collaborative effort.
And
Yeah.
nobody's doing the same work anyway. Like our work is in social inclusion, it's working with siblings, it's working with the grandparent, it's working, not everybody does that, but others do vocational. I'm not doing vocational right now besides arts. And so when we bring all this community um, representative of different segments of community, right? Our Naples is a beautiful place to live
Isn't
It
it?
is. It is.
When you do try, especially if you travel internationally and you come.
all the time.
When I was younger, there wasn't much to do in Naples, but and
Yeah,
so
you
I
had
was,
two traffic lights. You could watch them change.
yeah, exactly. That was a great Friday night, but we did have drive-in movies, so that was fun too.
Yeah.
But when you,
In Witch and Brew, don't forget.
yeah, yes, just for those of you who remember the Witches Brew.
Exactly.
It was like it closed right on the cusp of my
Yeah.
going there. But when I would leave as I got older, and I would leave and come back, and especially with my children,
Yeah.
I would go to like London, and they'd say, "Oh, it's like us." I'm like, "It's nothing
No,
like us.
no,
Nothing like us." I would go to Greece. I'm like, "This is beautiful."
but
But
it's nothing
when
like
I would
us.
come back to Naples and I would drive around, and even just around the U.S., we have some beautiful places
So many.
and very historic places.
Very.
So they're not going to look like us.
Exactly.
And I appreciate it for what it is. But when I come back to the Naples, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of like it here. I
It's
like it here
home.
now. It's home.
It is home and it's beautiful. And I think we're just starting to become even better,
Yes.
because the awareness and also programs like yours bring it that awareness of who is doing the work
Yeah.
to make it this place amazing and why people should still come and live
If they
here.
want to get involved in things,
Oh
in
yeah,
your organization or anybody we have on,
absolutely.
they go, oh, that's in my wheelhouse, or I'm interested in that, because there really is something for everyone to get involved in
Can
here.
I tell you that in 17 years I only had one employee? That
Wow.
everything else was run by volunteers
Yeah, volunteers.
with master's degree, with doctor's
That's
degree,
incredible.
with no degree, but it's a very much a heart of center of this community, you know.
Very much.
Yeah. And so when people give, they receive,
Oh, absolutely.
right? It's the infinite sign of love. It's like giving and receiving. And I am very grateful that you invite me to be here.
Well, I'm delighted to have you here. Now, tell us, how could do you have a physical space?
We do have a physical
Okay. And
space.
how would they find that, and how would they
I
find more
think
information
the
about it?
best is to go to our website right now,
Okay.
which is www.beegaia, Beegaia,
Oh, BE.
Gaia.org.
Okay. Yeah. Pop that up,
Yeah,
Miss D.
yeah.
Just
And
glanced over and there it was.
right
Yeah.
now, people
There
are
you go.
people are invited to come to us because we are doing this very mindfully, how we are crafting the programs. And so people needed to get in touch with us. And then I specifically tell where they can fit in, you know?
Right.
Do you
Yeah.
know Luann Malone Fisher?
Um,
No, you don't.
no.
Okay, because you wouldn't have to
Yeah,
think you wouldn't
exactly.
have to think about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Luann, if you're listening, this is she's using your language when she's talking about the curated of whatever she sounds like. Oh, that sounds like Lulu.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Lulu. She's Luann, but her
It's,
grandkids call her Lulu. Okay,
it's
you guys
curate,
got to
it's curated. It is, we get to know you. I get to know this. It's not a number. It's not people coming in and out. It's definitely not a drop off place. When I first started in 2008, everybody told me, you're not going to survive 6 months, because parents are just going to wanting places to drop off their kids, run errands, come back, pick up the kids. That's not our place.
Uh-huh.
So parents come, they stay, and they play.
Oh,
that's
very
fun.
nice.
And they play and they learn art, so they can do more art with their kids. Or they go to sleep in another room,
That's nice.
right? I
Yeah.
have a lot of fathers that said, Miss Lulu, today I don't want to be a butterfly. I just want
I
to
got a nap. I just need to take it. Yeah.
And where can you nap in the community while you're a child or you're a teenager or your adult child
Right. Safely. Yeah.
safely, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And so we do need your support. I have to learn how not to be enabler. I'm a little enabler for the nonprofit in a way.
Yeah.
But I need your support. I need you to come experience Bloom with us. I need you to participate in a raffle. I need you to participate with donations.
And they can do that.
This is really after 17 years, okay?
You're finally learning to ask for
Always
what you
asking for
need.
money.
Raffles, donations. Come there and spend some money on these items.
I tried to self-support a few of my ideas, and I've learned that you have to ask for some of my charity.
And I'm in this moment of bloom. I'm asking
Yes.
kindly to support something that, which I feel very confident it's already proven to be successful.
Now, what kind of donation items are you looking for that people can, a raffle like they can bid on or buy tickets and you pull them out of the hat or whatever?
Yes, we have. We are trying to focus on the arts, so they will be auctioning art pieces
Art pieces, all
done
stuff
by
like
the
that.
community.
Okay.
Beautiful furniture.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We had painted, with them.
And this will be on the 25th,
Yeah.
25th
So
from
Saturday-
3 to 6.
Yes.
3 to 6 on Saturday
yeah.
at the Twist Bayshore Gallery.
Gallery, which is also a nonprofit, so we are partnering. I love seeing this partnership.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And
you can find out all the information on the beegaia.org
Yes.
website too,
Yeah.
for those of you who want to go there and learn more for sure.
And the other thing we do that is a little unique is that if you decided to donate a portion, we will tell you where this money is going and we will keep you informed along the way so you see your growth.
Nice.
So we don't just receive the funds, we show you the investment, the personal investment that you're doing in our nonprofit.
Right. Well, we're going to have you back. It's
Thank
been
you
a delight. And I'm
so
going to be there.
much.
Anytime there are auctions, I always go, look what I won. And Wayne goes, you didn't win it. You have to pay for it.
Oh, yeah, it's not a free ride, right?
But that's okay. I said, well, I saved so much money.
Yes, you did.
What is what?
I just sent Robert a text message.
Okay, all right.
So thank
so we're
you.
gonna have you back, yes, and
Thank
I'll
you so
be
much, and
there to see
thank you, my love. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, and I'm so glad to
Thank
meet
you
you. I'm
so
glad
much.
you know Shantae,
Yes.
and we're gonna be Shantae's gonna come up next, and that way you can meet these people.
All
They
right.
have
Thank you, everybody.
aging.
Oh,
A new
it's
anti-aging cleaning.
it's perfect because if you don't work from inside out,
Yeah,
it's hard, right? So it's a give and take.
you got it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, my
Take
dear.
care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
What am I doing? I am looking for the 25th, and that's 3. I put this in my calendar right now. Sorry, because I don't
Bye.
forget.
Thank you.
All right, B. Okay, I
Hey
think.
guys,
Okay,
I was trying to do this behind that. We can hear you over here.
Yeah,
Thanks,
to
guys.
whisper. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to do it a nice way and be like, we can hear you over here on the mics.
From 3. All right. So we are going to, isn't she fun? Isn't she cute?
And what she's doing is incredible. She's just incredible.
Incredible. And I love that she had connected with our next guest, not just at above board chamber meeting. No, but they had met before. And I have met this lady way long.
Oh gosh,
years ago.
I can't even tell if I tell how many years, I'll give away my age.
Well,
We've known each other
give it away,
over 20
honey. Give it
years.
away. I don't want it. No, sorry,
Yeah.
but
over 20.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's been 40 years since I moved to Southwest Florida. So
So I was 38. Okay. And the very first job you had was what?
I was like 10.
Working in Southwest Florida?
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, you
But you
had
gotta put
lots.
your headphones on.
Oh, yeah, I'm a headphone. Yeah, it's like,
That way you can tell. That way you can tell how far away you are from the mic,
okay.
and that when we can and
Okay.
cannot hear you.
All right. Yeah.
Are
Well,
you good now?
my husband will say never has a hard time hearing me. I don't need a microphone.
That's true.
He
That's
says it
true.
lovingly though.
No, why? No, he is he's
great.
wonderful man.
Okay.
Yeah, fix your hair.
I think
Oh,
that's better. Okay.
yeah, you look lovely. You look
Well, thank you,
lovely.
girls.
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely.
Well, I moved
Well,
to
tell us who you were.
I'm
We didn't
Shantae
even,
Pemberton.
yes, we didn't even say your name. We just brought you up and started chatting.
There was like all that commotion over there. I'm trying to get everybody to be quiet. So
Sorry, that was me.
Okay, I like it. Chat, chat, chat. All right.
Yeah, so yeah, well, I moved here 2 days after I turned 18, and I lived in Fort Myers for the first 10 years. But then I came to Southwest Florida, and when I moved to Naples, I was teaching fitness, and then I went to work with Youth Development Foundation. And back in the day, that was Big Brothers Big Sisters, Quest for Kids, Pat's Kids Club, Parents as Teachers, and I became the volunteer coordinator.
That's right. It had 5 divisions under
Yeah, I had
that.
5 divisions under
Right.
that umbrella, and, I was the volunteer coordinator for Big Brothers Big Sisters, but back in Lee County, I'd been on the board as the vice president. I was a big sister. I was the first ever to have a boy, and, Scotty Alexander, this little boy, I was his big sister, so but, yeah, I love Big Brothers Big Sisters, and, starting May 1st officially, they're currently under contract with me with my business, Shantae Connects, but they're going to bring me on full time, and I'm going to be the community engagement manager for
I saw
Collier
the
County.
post. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, you know what?
That's really a full circle moment too.
It is. It really is.
It is, yeah.
And it worked out. I happened to be volunteering with Sue Huff at an event, and these ladies walked up and they had these name tags on, and I was like, "Oh," I told them I was a big sister and worked for
Right.
them, and they looked at me and they go, "Can we take you to lunch?" And I was like, "Sure." And I said, "I'm always open to a conversation. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
You never
exactly.
never miss out on an opportunity to have a conversation with anybody, anywhere. And if anybody knows me, they know I'm a talker. But yeah, so we met, we talked, and they really wanted
I had
to
my
bring
days
in
of
a.
my days of
What am
drinking.
I hearing?
I had my days of
What is that?
Oh, hello.
That was his phone. Oh, yeah, he's over near the microphone. Yeah.
Oh,
That thing down. Wasn't you?
no, it wasn't him.
Oh yeah.
That was
I was
it.
like, I
Well,
didn't
you
know
know
if we
what?
were
We
going to
have
start rapping
we have
or.
a gremlin in the studio. That's all. That's
It's
all.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'm back and I'm really excited. And Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Sun Coast is what it's called
Say
now.
your name right.
They
Yeah.
we are 10 counties.
Well,
So
explain to everybody what Big Brothers and Big Sisters is, because
sure, yeah.
when I met somebody who was very involved back when I was Miss USA and we were doing the Fort Myers Edison Parade,
Mhm.
and I got involved with them and did a few volunteering things, but I didn't understand fully what it was back then. So maybe some of our audience would like to get kind of
Yeah,
understand it fully.
Yeah, we just did a tabling event at Arthrex the other day, and I was surprised how many people walked up and said they didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I know. It's so
But been around
crazy.
since 1906, and I think it's one of the largest nonprofit mentoring organizations in the
Yeah.
country. And we started here in back in the late 90s, but we are one-on-one mentoring for children. But there's so much more. Since I was with them back in the 90s, they are doing they do some great things, but we match young children from the age 5, and we follow them until they're 21.
Wow.
And people
Yes.
still have mentors and we call them our littles in our lives, for years and years.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can mentor a 5-year-old child on up, and you can either meet them one-on-one and spend some outside time and take them places and just expose them to the world differently than the world they're existing in. And it doesn't necessarily have to be just like a child that has a single mom with a little boy that needs a guy in his life, but it could be a married couple that have an only child, that want their child to be
Have
exposed to,
interaction.
an interaction with an adult, just another positive person in their life. And they also now they have a really great program called Beyond School Walls, which is where we collaborate with businesses in the community. And once a month, the children will be taken from a high school into this business and get matched up with people in the business to learn about the business for some more ideas about their future. And the great thing is that this is a great way for them to have this. They'll be the same mentor that they'll meet with. And for the businesses and for individuals that want to volunteer and are trying to figure out life work balance and don't think that know they have time, but they want to do something, this is the kids are coming to them in their workplace during their workday to spend the time with them and really having a great impact on their life. And we also have scholarships. They do 2-year scholarships,
Right.
4-year scholarships, and there's after school where you can just meet the kids after school and help them with their homework. So a lot of that kind of reminds me of the Quest for Kids program.
Right,
But
right.
so just a lot more going on with Big Brothers Big Sisters and opportunities for people to be involved. And here in Collier County, we are really we're looking for, obviously, always the biggest need, and this is nationwide, is men for the boys.
Men
Always
for the
need more
boys.
men for the boys, always. But you know,
And I would have thought it would have been the opposite because I've always seen, I guess my interaction has always been with a lot of the male volunteers back then. There was, but it kind of also
Because
makes
you were a
sense.
beauty queen.
I said, it's because you're attracting all the guys, honey.
That might be it. Sorry. I didn't think that went through.
But you know, the thing is that the opportunities, you know, to support Big Brothers Big Sisters here in Collier County are endless. Again, businesses can come on board. We're looking forward to having more and more women and girls. Obviously, right now we are looking for more little girls to join. And people say, well, how many kids? We serve over 200 kids in Collier County, but how many will we serve? Well, as soon as our mentor managers have a certain number of littles that they're managing, then we'll hire another one. And we don't
Right.
have,
So there's not
really a limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, it's just a great opportunity and I'm really excited to be back with them. I've been working independently with my own business, Shantae Connects, which I'll still do, you know, on the side a bit, but it's just like my heart space, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, that's
and
great.
I've, you know, I Lulu, I've known since she became part of Blue Zones Project, and I love what she does. I love Starability. I have so many relationships.
Oh, I love
Working with
Starability too.
yeah.
Does she work with them?
They
They
collaborate. They
collaborate. I
definitely
gotta get
collab.
we have to
Yeah,
get them.
for sure.
I really
Yeah, definitely. And you know, and I've been, you know, a personal trainer and fitness instructor here for over 40 years, and I have a one client that has autism that I still train. So, and I'm very close with her family. So I've been really engaged with Starability and also through Blue Zones Project as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm back. I'm back at Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'm so excited, and I feel really blessed to be able to start bringing in more volunteers, bigs, littles, and helping the project grow. So I'll be the community engagement manager. So
And
Okay.
where do they cover? What parts of
we're in.
where's your
There's
zone?
five
My zone
counties.
is
Your
Collier,
zone.
all Collier County. So I am
Okay.
all the way out to Marco, just like in Blue Zones,
Yeah.
Collier to
Immokalee
Immokalee
to
and you
the
know
Gulf
Marco
Coast.
Island. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So somebody else handles. We have different managers and
Okay.
different
Well, now what's your title?
community engagement manager for Collier
Community
County.
Community engagement. Okay. And so then they have one for each of their counties?
Yep. And some of the counties are smaller, so there may be a girl that covers maybe 3 counties. It depends on
The size.
yeah, on the size. But we're the biggest if
Y'all,
land mass.
oh yeah, totally. You gotta use some gas, baby. Come on, get this gas down.
6 years of Blue Zones Project, I understand all of that.
Yeah, you
which
understand. Oh,
which has been a joy.
God, yeah.
And I mean, I get to be able to go back and connect. I've been at a couple networking events recently representing them with Jeannie Sweeney over at a board chamber the other day. It was
Which is a great, you need to come to,
love
especially
it.
their next one, their AI.
I love them.
See for
But yeah,
it.
and I've been real close with Heidi Kramer lately, developing a great relationship with her. I love her. She's a Hoosier too, so which is
Well,
really
there you
great.
go.
My husband's a Hoosier, so
That'll do it.
but we've become good friends, and I love her. So yeah, she's doing some great work in the community and AI. So yeah,
Well, I just want to mention that when they have Cars on Fifth,
yep.
Yep.
that the actual founder was her husband, Kim Pemberton.
That's right.
Do you know that I was at a Ferrari event and I mentioned that, and there was people that did not know that? I said, "Well, you need to get that.
Yeah, there's a
You need to learn where this all started."
Thank you. I appreciate you guys saying that because I'm very, very proud of him. It is his legacy here in Naples, and Kim's a very quiet guy and he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
like the limelight. So, but
Me neither.
yes, yeah, you know, we started with about 8 guys that Kim was in the financing of exotic cars in
Yeah,
most
that
of
was
the
his thing,
country, and
right.
he worked with all the dealerships like east of the Mississippi, whatever, all over the place. But and he traveled a lot at one time. But in any instance, with his business, one day he said, I'd like to have a car show like they have those art shows down Fifth Avenue.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, babe, that sounds good. And there it is. Look at it today. It's amazing.
Ferraris on Fifth.
Yeah,
That's
and he
the
put
original name.
So he started the Naples Ferrari Club. So he had the largest independent Ferrari. We had 80 members here in Naples, and Kim was in charge. Started the car show. We had that fundraiser before the car show,
Right.
and that you and I were working on. That was Red Cross and
right.
Barbara's Friends, which is now Golisano.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so we did that fundraiser, and then he started the car show. We did it on Thursday.
It was on Third
It's on
Street.
Third Street.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we went
on it. So
Yep. And then we went down Fifth, and we were there until 2011. We moved to California until 2014. Yeah. And we came back they flew us back, the Ferrari Club, and to honor Kim for the 10-year anniversary in 2014.
yeah.
Wow.
And so we came back, and everybody was like, nobody was crying about how miserable, life was and all the money they lost with the downturn of the economy. And like everybody was back. The energy was different.
Yeah.
And Kim and I said, everybody says, you guys should move back. You guys should move back. That's what I heard the whole time. Kim said, everybody keeps saying that to me too. We get to the airport to leave, and Colton and I, my son, are looking at pictures of all of our friends, and I'm bawling like the ugly cry. Had to go to the bathroom. And just wash my face because and Kim looked at me the next day. He said, honey, if you want to go home, find a job and we'll go home. And I had a job in 14 days. That's right. Yeah. Yep. We were back. Remember it was tax day Tuesday. Never forget it. We were back.
Yeah, we're back. I gotta
great.
find that song, "Baby's Back." Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Goofy guys that do it anyway.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that word "back," I want to say that, but I can't get it right. And you have a darling son now.
I do.
Not now, but you've had it.
Yeah, I've had him for 25 years.
25.
Yeah.
He was
Colton,
a keeper.
we decided to keep him. We had a dog we almost got rid of the other day, but
Oh,
we couldn't do it.
no.
So, but anyway, yeah, Colton's 25 now,
Wow.
and he works for Rentvine, which is a software company that does rental communities, and it's in Estero. It's a great company,
Nice.
and he's doing fantastic, and I love it because he's.
Remember when
I know, and itty bitty, yeah, that pretty little blonde boy, yeah.
you're going back with the dates like 2004 or 2006.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I think I met you like 2006 or 7, 8, right through there.
Uh-huh.
And when it was moved to Fifth, it really started to explode then. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're really grateful.
reminiscing over here.
We raised money for Eden, which was the school for children with autism.
Yes.
Funny enough, before I ever met the family
Exactly.
that has the daughter with autism that I train, which is the Candell family, and Dr. Joe Candell, who's one of the best neurologists in Naples, by the way, I'll say. And yeah, I love their family. I always say Mary Lee made me a better mom and wife, and Hannah made me a better human. So I love Hannah. We still work out twice a week. So
Very nice.
17 years later.
People want to get involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters. Where are they going to? Website?
Yeah, the website
we do
is bbbssun.org. And you can go right on there and click on the link for volunteering, to be a big
baby.
to register your child. So yeah. And
Suncoast.
yep.
And Tim Jarrett is a big brother. He's been a big brother for 10 years or something.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. I think he's over on the East Coast celebrating his anniversary.
Yeah. We just had a fundraiser the other night, and we did it at the AC Marriott. Did a beautiful job. So thank you, AC Marriott. But we have 2 women, and I wish I could, Courtney and Lisa, and I apologize that I can't tell you their last names because we're just getting acquainted, but they have been on the board for Big Brothers Big Sisters for like 10 and 12 years. So we honored them. And that is awesome. I mean, Sue Huff was on my board for Blue Zones for, I think, 4 years or something, 4 of the 6 that I was there.
She's very
And, God bless her. I mean, it's not easy to keep your board members that long, but
Yeah.
that's dedication and love for this project and for Big Brothers Big Sisters. And and my heart's there too. So I'm just hoping that this is the one. I'm just going to stay here, do this job until I'm ready to retire, which will probably be never. But
Yeah, then you hit the volunteer.
yeah, because I mean, just like I said, being at the networking event the other day, tabling some events at Arthrex the other day, and
Yeah.
I can just feel it in my heart. And when we were at the fundraiser, we had a big that came in. She had a big sister. Now she's a big sister. She's got her own company. And she said, I would have never had this mindset without my big. You know, her parents just had a different type of a mindset
Yeah.
in
Right.
her culture. And it was just, I'm sitting there just bawling my eyes out. And that's when I just, like I said, God just putting it back in my heart once again, and already always there, but just knowing, gosh, you are so exactly where you belong right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just so grateful and because all I've ever wanted to do is serve my community, help people. That's what I wanted to do. And I've been so blessed to do that in the jobs I've had and with Blue Zones Project. And I continue to do so to help other people just connect. I heard you guys kept saying the word connect earlier, connections, but
That's what it's
that's what I love to do. I love to connect people,
You're a
help
good
people.
connector.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'll be doing
Yeah.
that with Big Brothers Big Sisters. So I would love to encourage any man that's ever thought about trying to have an impact on a young man's life. Our young men need some really really
Mentors.
good mentors, and it's so important. And and if the conditions are right, once we get to know the child and get to know the volunteer, they do match the women with the boys. So just
Right.
and I was the very first, which was really kind of
Oh,
cool.
fun.
Yeah, I was Big Sister of the Year that year too. Yeah.
Not surprised. Not
Yeah.
surprised.
That's a point.
And they just did a thing on TV. They did a news show about Big Brothers Big Sisters last year. The gentleman that I dated at the time, he was the big to this boy's little brother who unfortunately passed away. But Scotty, my little brother, they were featured on the news together
Very
with Michelle Chepatelli. Now, Michelle,
okay.
my best friend Michelle, who is the development director for Cancer Alliance Network, she was the executive director that started Big Brothers Big Sisters in Collier County. And she had a little, I had a little. We have done all of this
Oh my
together
God,
for
yeah.
years.
Get her on too. She's
Got to get. And Cancer Alliance Network is one of the most overlooked charities in this town that they deserve to make so much more money for the services, because they serve cancer families that are going through cancer. Which I was that family when my brother was 18, was testicular cancer.
Wow.
And my mom was driving 4 hours from Illinois to Indy to sleep in a chair in his hospital room because she couldn't afford a hotel. And I'm home 16 years old with a 9-year-old little brother trying to run a household.
Yeah.
And, lights are getting turned off. I'm calling the
Yeah.
electric company. Can you give me an extension at 16 years old? So families that go through that, that's what CAN does. They serve them.
Right.
But anyway, Michelle, has been been involved in Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we've just been having a good time serving Collier County nonprofits and whatever together.
Working together.
But yeah, it's just really, really been important part of our life to serve the community. And Michelle told me one day, she said, just write down what you want. Cause I go, are we just not going to be doing fitness till we're 50? And she's like, and I said, I know that's exactly what I wrote down. I said, I want to serve my community and help people. And I don't want to have to go out and sell you something that you don't need,
Yeah, exactly.
but
Right.
really, but I have to make a living too. So I want to get
There
paid
you
for
go.
it.
Well, everybody, we all know that.
Write it
know,
down,
That's just
materialize.
the way it is. All right, give us one more time. We're gonna bring up
Yeah,
our
Big
next
Brothers Big Sisters of the Sun Coast, and it's capital BBBSSUN.org. So
Big Brothers.
yeah, check it out and come out, and you know where to find me. I'm on Facebook, just my personal. I don't really advertise for my other company, but that's word of mouth. But feel free to DM me on Facebook. And
It's nice.
yeah, and I'm going to be kind of setting things up a little bit more with Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Keep us apprised of what's
Yeah, when
going
you have
on,
any
and then
events
we
or
can
anything,
promote
absolutely let us know. We'll put them up on the community
I
segment.
will.
Great.
Thanks so much. And it was good to see you at the concert. I didn't see you there.
Oh no, we passed each other.
Okay.
Yeah, we passed each other.
Yeah, I just want to thank Kevin Janeway for a great event, and I was so happy to collab with him a little bit on that. And thank you for the tickets. It was just a wonderful time. Great show.
Yeah.
Jimbo just came in.
Jimbo just came in too.
Lincoln, he's the
Yep. I met him last year. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good man. All right, honey, great seeing you.
Thank you. I love you.
Said hello and your son.
I will.
Give a big
Good
kiss to your
seeing ya.
puppy.
Okay. Thanks, girls. Appreciate you having me here.
Oh yeah, have you back soon.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, that was what great information, right?
Yeah, there's been
I had forgotten about that they were so big too. Like they cover a lot of area.
well, they didn't at the
No,
time.
they didn't in the beginning. And then when it merged and became Suncoast, I think it confused people back then because that's when I kind of heard about it and was involved and I wasn't sure. But now it's been such a great organization. I also love that they don't limit once they reach that threshold, they're going to hire somebody else to keep meeting need. So I think that's incredible.
Tim, what are you here for? Or you're just saying, hey, I thought there was some emergency, something, and I just wanted to be sure we had.
Oh no. Oh no. There's if you all could see the behind the scenes some days where there's just a lot of activity off camera.
I just wanted to be
There's
sure I hadn't.
there's a whole powwow over here.
Just come here for 2 seconds, and we got to bring up our other guests. We're just gonna while we're sitting here talking with you off the camera, and may as well say who you are. This is
There you
Tim
go.
Bozier, for Cuyahoga County School Board, but he and his wife, they have a trucking company. They sell,
We export trucks mostly.
they export trucks, whatever the heck. You export them where?
We send them to the Caribbean, Central and South America.
Hey, I didn't know
And
that.
then we do, we have stuff here too that we're doing. So
Well, God
we unload
bless.
fleets. We have a couple fleets that we just picked up that we're trying to.
He keeps
so
busy.
I try to. It's always something. Then school board trying to keep
School
busy with
board.
that.
And he also does a lot of the work. I've got a picture of him working underneath the cam or whatever it's called, the hood or under the
Hey.
base, whatever.
We try to get everything
Working
done
on
and
the
taken
truck.
care of. So
Working on the truck.
how's everything going with you?
Good. Where's Debbie and Nacho?
She was watching.
She was watching
We were
earlier.
actually watching.
I had a
Hey,
meeting
Deb.
this morning at 6:30, so I had to leave at 5:30 to get up there for that.
Okay.
And another one, and I figured I'd come over here, hit school board building, and then one other thing, and then got to get
Make-
start ready for the fundraiser tomorrow at Sticks.
Making the
Oh, you'll be
rounds
there.
today.
Thank you.
We'll be there. Yeah. We'll be
Okay.
there.
Yeah, Deb sent me the invitation. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock,
5 to 7. It's
5 to 7 at Sticks on the East Trail.
right behind Taco Bell across from Sugden Park.
Yeah. Come out and see Tim Ogier is launching his campaign, although he's been launching it. But
Yeah, we really
to
haven't stopped
officially-
since 21. So
All right.
She
There you
is.
go.
We will see you. There she is. We'll
Hey,
see
Deb.
you tomorrow
See you
night.
tomorrow night.
Okay.
We got to bring up our other guest.
all right, nice seeing you.
Anti-aging. You might want to listen to this.
Are you calling me old now?
No.
Okay.
I just want to pass that to Debbie since she's not here. I could say that while she's not here. Thanks, Tim, for stopping in. It's always a joy to see you. That's a hardworking man.
That's also something people don't realize how much, these get-togethers like he's doing tomorrow that Tim's doing is when you can ask those questions to our local politicians. So when you see those things come up when they're in the community and they're working on something, whether it's school board or the county commissioners or fire commissioner, anyone, when they're doing something in the public and you have a question, that's your opportunity to get involved and get your answer, or at least find out how to get your answer. So I get a little frustrated sometimes when I see people and they go, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to ask. And I'm like, well, they were just in your neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like how the Naples Police Department also does coffee time
I love when
at
they do
different-
that.
at different Starbucks around town. So you can get involved in all kinds of ways in our community. That's another thing I like about our small but big town. We have a big square miles thing.
Okay, well, I'm really excited about our next guest.
I am too. I want to
I'm scared.
Huh?
I'm scared.
You're gonna have a great living room conversation with us.
Oh yeah, did you say you're scared? Oh, pooh.
Nervous.
Nervous. I forget that.
Oh, it's easy.
We don't do no stinking nervous around here. You got another brochure.
The only time we don't bite is when we're up here.
How about flashing up that anti-aging? This is a new one here.
Yeah, Rob Stan did that from Southwest TV.
Who? Rob. I know Rob.
He does the beach walk every
Right,
morning.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
he a
he's
friend of
up there.
yours?
Yeah, he's been doing.
He's been doing the anti-aging. Well, we're gonna have to get him in here and see what all that he's got to say. All right, I've got
Can I
your
see the
stuff up here.
flyers?
Huh?
Let me see.
Yeah. But we have one. I
Do
think.
we have them?
I think we've got. She got this one. Did I send this one to you? Sorry, we're trying to. We want to show you some of the cool things that they have. Well, tell us who you are.
Yeah, walk us through it.
And you used to have a restaurant, right?
Yeah, little restaurant in the North Trail, Randy's Fish Market Restaurant.
I've been there.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it too.
Yeah.
A lot of hours.
I
Oh,
was gonna
yes, of
say,
course.
yeah.
But
That's
now you are doing anti-aging.
Yeah.
So tell us about that
Yeah,
and tell
how's
us how you got in there.
Well, 40 years. No, how many years? I've been here since 77
Right. Been here about as long as I have. Yeah.
and gained a lot of weight and working and everything like that. And
Oh, yeah. Working in a restaurant, too, especially
yeah.
owning it.
So, at one time, 1999, I was, what was I, 515 pounds.
Shut up.
wow.
No, I was. So, and I had the gastric bypass but I still was in restaurants and still eating, carrying on. And then I think it was '04, I had a stroke,
Uh-huh.
which was a pretty eye awake,
A wake-up call. You
a
bet.
real wake up call. And so I've been fledgling back and forth between weights and 300 pounds. And now I weigh less than I did when I was in ninth grade.
I know. Well, it's like it just left.
It just left.
Is that because of something you did special, the bypass, or you've just been
Well, in my search of different laboratories and everything in the last 4 or 5 years to open up this clinic, I went to a lot of places around the country, and one place in particular had the different peptides and stuff that I like, the retatrutide and all that.
right?
And last year, April 1st, I got it in a powder form, mixed it myself with backwater,
Yep.
and I was at 272. And April 1st, April Fool's Day, and I started doing a strict diet and taking the product. And now I'm 187.
Wow.
So when I was
Heard some amazing.
87 and holding.
in Holden, yep. So I'm sort of on maintenance.
Okay.
I still stick to my diet every morning. This morning I had 2 hard-boiled eggs, an avocado, and a banana.
There you go.
Some people would say that's not enough, but you know what? You really don't need bacon and white flour.
That's enough. That's just for breakfast, and that's not your whole day. Is
No.
it? No, that's just for breakfast. That's
So-
plenty. Oh my Lord.
Oh, I know it. I know it. And then yogurt and cottage cheese and stuff like that the rest of the day. So,
Well, I want to know because I love all these things. You've heard of med beds?
oh yeah.
Yeah. Are there any coming to the United States or Naples anytime soon?
Well,
Is this a med bed?
no, it's not a med bed.
Okay.
That's a hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah. So
That's-
tell us about that.
Yeah.
That's good
let's
for
try
pain
that.
relief. That's good for stress. Oh boy, you're catching me.
That's okay. It's all right.
It has a lot of. It has.
It's a
I've
lot of
I've heard a
benefits.
lot about between peptides, hyperbaric. I mean, before I think Naples started off with just IVs. Now everybody, and you couldn't find an IV 5 years ago.
Exactly.
Now everybody has
There's a
it.
drive-through, I think, opening
Yeah,
on 41.
right.
You're kidding me.
No, you're right.
I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody has an IV,
You know,
but the more advanced things are a lot slower to come in.
right. And the bed you're looking at right now is the human regenerator.
Did I send you? Yeah, that's it. Put that up, DD.
There's only 8 of them in the country.
See
I
that?
ordered it in November and I finally got it. This thing is cell regeneration. Everybody that goes on it's amazed. I've got a cancer lady that goes on it. In Europe, they advertise it more for cancer. We can't do that here.
Right.
There's no cure. I mean, we can't say there's a cure for anything
Yeah.
under the FDA. But this woman has had
Dave
great,
doesn't want to say that. They don't make any money, but that's beside the point. Go ahead.
okay. We both know each other on that one.
Yeah.
So, but that bed is amazing. And if you have neuropathy, I go on it. I have real bad neuropathy. I go on it and I'm pain free for a couple of days.
Nice.
It's then go in there and then go in the hyperbaric chamber. It's a 1-2 punch.
I'm amazed how I was in California at a health and wellness weekend, but it was very small. It was very intimate, less than 40 people. And there was a place out there that we went to the next day, like kind of like a field trip. And I was amazed at all the modalities. And then when I came back to Florida, I found 2 in the entire state, just 2
Oh yeah.
of these modalities that assist with things like Parkinson's or parasites. I found there was a treatment that they could do parasites without doing without doing the cleanse. It was more,
Yeah.
it was an energy wave kind of thing. And what a difference.
Wow. Do you do that? Parasites?
No.
Getting rid of
Yeah.
that?
Well, gut health is a huge thing with
I
people.
get that.
The gut health in your brain regulates your body.
Yeah. But just to have the cellular assistance and the hyperbaric chamber is a huge step for our county.
Oh, it is. And we do cell regeneration too,
Yeah.
with the exomes and everything like that.
Amazing.
So,
And so what got you into it was your situation, your own health. You just started diving into it.
5 years ago, I just had to, I looked in the mirror and it's a revelation. It just came over time, but
Yeah.
you get sick and tired of being sick and tired of being
Sick and
Yeah,
tired.
and
tired, yeah.
so
And I find also with people, I mean, we're in a good community where people can go outside of insurance. But just my own mother, when I came back from the seminar, I'm like, Mom, see if they have this. Mom, see if they have that. But it's just outside the budget when you're on a fixed income.
right. And I don't take insurance. It's a cash pay
But
business.
none of them are really covered. A lot of
Right.
these things under insurance. So I feel so bad because there's like a disparity. You have to charge. You have a business. But it's so the way our insurance is, I'm not going to get on my soapbox on that one, but
Yeah.
I think some of these things really are helpful. I mean, I saw just in a weekend of using these modalities that we don't have different ones. I don't know the names of all of them, but one of them was the hyperbaric. And soon as I didn't know we had one in Naples, I'm excited. You will see.
Yeah, we'll be there. Yeah, we'll be there. We should do a 239 live there. Have a
Anytime you
we
want
should
to
do
do
a podcast there. Invite people to come for sampling, and then
one machine that I have there that I live by. When I left the last restaurant, I was looking for something to do. My wife dared me to do Uber in 2015.
Uber.
And sure enough, I started doing it just as something to do because
Right.
it was driving me crazy. And I can't sit still. I can't stay home. I want to learn every day. And Uber's like close to a restaurant because you're talking to people every day. There's a different person in that car all the time. And you learn about people. And some people probably think it's invasive that you ask them different questions, but I'm like you. I want to know.
Right.
If
right.
we stop learning,
Yes, exactly.
we're dead in the
Exactly.
water. So,
Agreed.
but I started doing it. I got some good customers, but over the time, my neuropathy got really bad. And you're driving 10, 12, sometimes 18 hours a day with private driving. And that's what it ended up a transportation company. And what was it? 3 years ago, almost May 1st, I drove out to my house out west that I go to, and I could barely get out of the car without using a cane because of the neuropathy. And I'd been
bad.
watching Power Plate for a long time, and I always thought Power Plate was sort of a gimmicky type thing, harmonic vibration. Well, I have to tell you something.
It's amazing.
I ordered one, got it in. Within 10 days, I was walking without the cane. Now, neuropathy is the basis of your body,
Exactly.
and balance is a big thing with neuropathy.
Yes.
And I want to tell you something. My balance isn't 100%. I like to tell everybody I'm not soup yet, but
yeah.
my balance is 90% better than what it was. And I use Power Plate every minute, or every day. 5:15 this morning, I was on that Power Plate. 9 minutes of joy. You
What's
walk.
Power Plate?
Power Plate is harmonic vibration. And you stand on it and it vibrates.
Yes.
Now, it's not that teeter-totter thing that you see on TV. This is a regular harmonic
That's just
vibration.
a plate, right? Yeah, that sort of ruins the mood if you have to hold your balance and do that.
NASA uses it for the astronauts
That's great.
before, during, and after. And I thought it was sort of hokey. I'm watching CBS, and the couple that were up in space for 8 months? Yeah. She's an elite athlete. She runs marathons and everything like that. They showed her in the space capsule with a Power Plate holding onto straps because there's no gravity up there.
Right.
You can't work out and you lose bone density. And women after 40 start losing a lot of bone density. So she got out of there. And usually when you get out of the capsule after that much time, they bring you out on a gurney because you can't walk.
Right.
Well, she walked over, got in the wheelchair, rode out, and did a little, brief on the microphone and everything. Next day, it showed her walking to the podium to speak.
Incredible.
Wow.
So, but I had my bone density done about 4 years ago because I was I was having trouble walking and everything. And I had it about 3 months ago, or a month and a half, 2 months ago. And my bone density is where it should be now.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
I think that's really important, especially like you said with women. I mean,
Definitely
everyone.
bone
Well,
density.
Harvard did a study years ago, and they proved that women after the age of 40 start going down twice as fast as men.
Starts declining.
But why do men die before women do? I don't know how that happens. Explain that to me,
They
Lois.
tend to be a little bit more riskier in some of the ladder climbing they do, I think, later on in life. Or they're getting on roofs.
Yeah.
They're getting on roofs. They live a little bit more vicariously.
Anybody that gets on a ladder over 60 is crazy. Absolutely
But
nuts.
they do, and there's your answer.
I don't like to sit on a chair sometimes. It's too high. This one's high.
Yeah, you're lucky it hasn't gone down and your chin's resting on the thing. Mary Shay, why don't you just walk up here so we can have your face? Because I've known this lady for quite a while. Come over here and in between us. And that way you can.
you?
We're just fine. And tell us who you are.
I am Mary Shea. I'm Randy's director of sales, and I started 2 weeks ago. And the goal is to get as many people in our offices to experience and to touch and feel. So I think we're going to start doing Wellness Wednesdays.
Oh,
and have
that's a
people
good,
come
good
and feel
tag.
like
Wellness Wednesdays. Okay.
it's interesting. I've been here 2 weeks, and I've told Randy it's
Tough speaking to
it's a
this.
tough sell over the phone.
Yeah.
You really do need to
gotta get
come.
out.
Yeah, you need to touch and feel like
Well, you did with that day when you gave me a card and you were talking. I stopped and I go, oh, I want to know about this.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get you on the show. Or no, you went away, then you came back, right?
Yes, I was
That's
in
okay.
Nashville. It was a planned trip.
Right.
And but it's a lot to learn. I still don't know it all, but I'm going to experience everything that Randy has to offer. And Randy is extremely passionate about it, just for all the things you guys have been talking about.
Oh, you don't have to know
Um,
everything. You just have to know people who will help you get people there.
Yes,
And then you sort of experience that. I mean, I love helping people. We all love that, especially it has to do with wellness or something like that. And we just had that little pass. If you see all the people that we've had with Lulu and so forth that are here. So I'm serious about let's collaborate for like a 239
I think that would
podcast
be
there
great.
and invite people
Would love
come see your place and we'll work out something because I think I've known about these chambers and the different types of medicines, and I'm looking forward today we get a bed, which I doubt we do. But since there are only 4 of these these chambers,
8 of them.
Eight.
Hyperbarics. Only 5% of the nation knows about hyperbaric
Yeah.
chamber. And the 5% are divers or people.
Right.
They know about that,
Yeah.
right? But what's the one you only have 4 of or 8 of?
Oh, the regenerative bed.
Regenerative bed.
Regenerator bed.
Okay.
One
Yeah.
thing there's 2 things I realized in the watching this conversation when you said that, I don't know all the modalities. Health has so many things coming out right now
Right.
between the peptides.
We're on a new frontier.
We really are that I think we're all going to be playing catch up for a little while. And I think you have to really make the research or go to a place and touch and feel the things and see what works for you or what you need in your life at that moment, because it does change.
We're all going to pass,
Mhm.
but it's the quality of health in the end
Exactly.
for the next so many years and
Years
everything.
that you have.
I'm no spring chicken, and I feel better now than I did 40 years ago. I really, truly
Yeah.
do.
Well, obviously, from what you just said about your neuropathy and your bone density and it coming back, those are testimonials, and that's a good thing.
Also, with like the power plate, for example, what
Yeah.
we didn't have when we were the younger
Oh,
ages,
amen.
I see 20-year-olds getting involved in these modalities
exactly.
now at their 20s, even 30s and 40s versus waiting till illness.
Mhm.
But then if you do have something like when you guys are talking, I'm like, well, maybe that'll help my shoulder because I'm in so much pain sitting here today. But there's something for everyone in these different modalities. And you just have to come out to one of your Wellness Wednesdays and see what works for you.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that because I love.
Keep us informed. I want to
Those
know when to
wellness.
start, and we'll put it out there and try to get you some people.
Oh,
I think health
we
is so,
will get you.
yeah,
Something.
I think
definitely want to do a 239 there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's a wonderful thing to
So
do.
many,
and to get-
so many people, like you said, are starting young. They're going to live
young.
for a long time. And with the drugs that are coming out now and the different products that are available, we're going to live long.
Yeah.
We're going to see 100 years all the time, 100 years. So there's a Dr. Khan that literally with cells is keeping people alive, 15 years past when they were, really supposed to pass. It's hard for me to describe, and I don't want to go into big detail because I don't know all the parameters of what he does, but he's world renowned.
I've heard the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
think I heard it out in California.
You had to hear it out there. They're so far. They're
Yes.
so far ahead of us. It's unbelievable.
They have the Woo.
They're so far ahead and so behind on so many
It's
things.
right.
But, yeah.
That's how I felt when I was out there. I was like, they've got all this great stuff. Why are they doing these other things? They've got all this great stuff.
That's because it's government. And we won't go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on Health Today.
So, where are you located and how
Yeah.
do we get in touch with you? And if people wanted to know more about what you do,
We're at 875 109th Avenue North.
Okay.
oh, that's where, okay.
Close to my house.
That's 2 blocks. Yes. 2 blocks right before 111. Okay. All right. 875 109th.
Yep.
Third
It's
floor.
we're
Third
2
floor.
blocks south of Immokalee Road
Right.
on the right-hand side behind, what bank is that? Teachers Credit Union.
Yes.
Yes. On the west side of the road.
I don't have an excuse. You're close to my house.
There you go.
See?
Oh, that's right.
I don't have an excuse. I can even go the back way and avoid traffic.
Exactly right. That's right. Pelican Bay. You can just zippy.
Just go the back way.
And the phone number is right over here.
Phone number is 239 610 4573. That's 239 610 4573. I want to get my phone number changed to BR549. Remember that? Junior sample.
Junior saying
I
it's a blast from the past.
No, every time I start to read a number, I'm thinking, man, I'd just love to blast that out. Okay, well, there we go. Well, I am thrilled to have you guys here with us. I'm definitely going to get up there. We'll set up a time to just come and chat and take a look, and then
Yeah,
we could look
you're
at.
more than welcome to come up anytime.
Yeah, thank you.
Just
And
call Mary. She'll meet you there, give you a tour.
yes,
Put you in the chamber.
put me in the
Yeah.
chamber. That'd be good. Put
And
me
it's
in
a
the
sit-down-
chamber.
It's a sit-down chamber. A lot of people don't want to go into a tunnel or a tube,
Right.
and it's a wheelchair. Actually, I got one that you can roll a wheelchair in,
Oh,
which is really good.
smart.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So smart.
And I've actually Friday, there's a surgeon in town that's having knee replacement. And within a week or so, he's coming in because if you go into a chamber 3 to 4 times a week, you heal twice as fast.
Wow.
Okay.
So, and everybody's different. Don't,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
you
So,
know,
but
it's not
still.
one and done. A lot of people think one and done, and it's not. It took you,
Health is a long-term commitment.
well, it took you
because-
so
Yeah.
long to get here. And now you want to cure it in one sitting or one place or one time. It doesn't work
doesn't
that
work
way.
that way. Especially, well, I had that same thing. I went to the chiropractor who also does physical therapy, like on my shoulder. And I said, now let's talk about it. What are the chances of me like getting this movement back? And he said, well, how long did you let it go?
No kidding.
And I was like, 20 years. He goes, okay, then.
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
I went, oh, okay. No, that's on me.
All right.
No tennis in my future, but that's okay. I'm getting range of motion back.
That's the important thing. I hate that when you let that go. Yeah, they want to have you have responsibility. What kind of doctor is that? Well, Randy,
They're Band-Aids.
yes, exactly. Hey, this is one of the most exciting things I've seen in a while because I've again have studied long ago in part of my other world. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the bed and the chamber and all that wonderful stuff you got going up
Power
there.
plate.
Power plate. That's it. Yeah, I got that. I see. I even got a little star about
It
it.
is amazing.
Part of our weight loss protocol is,
Yes.
you know, we do the body imaging and it's medically diagnosed, or,
Uh-huh.
you know, because some people can't, you know, the semaglutide and stuff like that,
Right.
they have a reaction, but we do trizepatide. Retatrutide isn't done yet. They haven't FDA cleared yet. So
Which one?
Yeah.
Retatrutide.
retatrutide.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And actually retatrutide is really good for you. They should be clearing it any day now.
Yeah, because some of those, I know trizepatide is, people say, oh, that's so horrible. No, like that was Ozempic. They have some good features to it, right?
Right.
With your heart or.
With the trizepatide, it gets rid of your visceral fat by your liver and stuff like that. You know, you see a lot of guys, their stomach sticking out.
Yeah, right.
It's fat around the liver most of the time.
Yeah.
So I won't go into.
Your blood work improves. I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
So-
nice. Well, Randy, thank you so much. Mary, thank you for
Thank you. Yes.
flashing that card to me. And I'm going to give you a call and we're going to set something up. And
Well,
have
thank
some
you.
fun.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not.
no,
It's,
thank you.
it's my pleasure, believe me.
This is
So,
great.
It's fun, right? It's
Yeah.
a big deal.
I was in the QVC for 2 years selling key lime pies when I had the
Oh.
restaurant. Yeah.
Did not.
2 years I was on QVC.
So
Do you,
these,
do you still cook at home or stuff? Do you like
Are
to
you
cook?
kidding? I'm like the shoemaker. I have the worst shoes.
Oh.
I'm the carpenter. I never finish the trim around the closet.
I got it.
don't cook
It. So you don't just take something home healthy to eat. Got it.
You got it.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. All righty.
Fun.
Oh, so much fun. And he was nervous. He was on QVC and he was nervous being here.
Oh,
I would
good
be nervous
Lord.
being on QVC.
All
I've got the safety of the desk here.
Exactly right. Hey, I think we have a couple of things we were going to put up for show and tell events. I think
Um,
I'm telling
here we
you,
go. We haven't done that one yet.
we haven't done show and tell.
I don't think. Well, we haven't done this yet.
We haven't done what?
Low cost pet
Oh
vaccine.
yeah,
clinic.
yeah. That's April the 22nd. That one, yeah, that's one of the things for people to know. You have to register. Pass this along.
Use the QR code.
Right.
Quick and easy.
Where's that at? North Collier Regional Exhibit Hall off Livingston Road. Okay, right. 1500 Livingston Road. 11 to 2, register and get your low-cost vaccine for your critters. Cats, dogs.
I think that's important.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think people forget. They don't forget. It's just a financial.
I tell you what, we have 2 dogs and 2 cats. Well, and, of course, now we babysit, too. We have granny camp today, so I have to hurry and get home.
Yeah,
And
so
you got to have it.
There with the economy right now. I get it. So
Yeah.
this is why this is there to help you out. And what else did we maybe have? You said show and tell. What was in our show and tell
Well, I said that.
besides your balls?
I just said that. Beside my balls.
That you ball.
We have my balls. Okay.
This has been a topic since they came in the building. Oh, we have Speak Life.
Yeah, we got Speak Life coming up on April the 22nd, 400 Vineyard Boulevard. Pressure builds purpose.
Yep, there's a few tickets still available.
Okie dokie.
Find that online. We will be there, by the way.
239 will be
8:30
there?
all day. Come out and see me. Me and Kevin. I think somebody else will be there.
And there's another one about doggies, I think. Always about dogs.
We're big on pets here. So if you have a pet thing, bring it out.
I'm usually, oh, yes. I'm
Oh,
going to borrow
that's
this
great.
every week. This is very important, of course, for all you young bucks out there. But I love Senior Blue Book. If you don't know who they are, it's a good thing to know. They have all the information for about seasoned citizens, as I like to call them, me. So it's called Elder Orphans, How to Plan for Aging If You Live Alone. And I think it's even good for couples, even, you go.
Well, if you go together, then you can understand what maybe preparations you need to take should someone leave you here.
Right. Things you need to do and
Things to do.
anti-aging and how to get your house prepared, for wheelchairs and all that good stuff.
And the
Anti-aging
finances involved
procedures.
in that.
Yeah.
Because
So I'm
I've-
really grateful. I just saw this and I thought, hey, I'm going to just start.
And it's
promoting
lunch
this.
and learn.
Right. And it's not until May 13th, but I'm still going to be promoting it up here because I really think it's,
It is important.
yeah. I sent it to 2 people and they're like, bam, we've already signed up. So that was good.
I've seen people not know what to do or not have the finances to put the wheelchair ramp and things like that.
Yeah.
So when you plan ahead, it definitely takes the stress out later for all things. But in this part of your life, you should be just retired and stress-free.
Stress-free.
I like that.
Unless you have a garden, it's never stress-free. Okay, how about tongue out? Did I send you tongue out Tuesday? There it is.
Oh, how cute. There they are, doggies.
Yeah, and I love the Big Cypress German Rescue. They do a fabulous job, but I just thought this was, because today's Tuesday, I guess rescues make better lives. So give them a buzz, look them up online. Anytime you rescue animals and keep them available for people to come and get. Yeah,
Everybody I know that's had a rescue dog has been the happiest.
oh yeah, they're
They have
wonderful
been
personalities.
elated with
Yeah.
their rescues.
Yeah, so Big Cypress German Shepherd Rescue. They're just pretty wonderful.
Look at that guy. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's very cute. Very
Very-
beautiful.
very
I'd like to have him for my friend in case things start to happen.
Photogenic.
Okay, so next Friday, I see we have Jimbo in the back. Well, Jim Doe will be here this coming
This Friday.
Friday
I'll
for
see you all
239
next.
Live. So we're saying goodbye
See you next Tuesday for me, and you get to see Lois and Jimbo on Friday.
on Friday. So on behalf of Kevin and all the other folks, go out and make it a great American kind of day, as Patrick says in Freedom Town, USA.
Bye, everyone.